Welcome to DNA's Birding Adventures. This is our January 1st annual bird count. Today we decided to get up really early to possibly get a few owls. Plus there's not that many daylight hours in the winter. Okay, here we go. Happy new birding year. Okay, I think we're becoming bird nerds. We keep so many lists too, and here are a few more that my daughter keeps sending me about my birding obsession. I have to admit, it is kind of hard bird watching while you're driving. This is kind of true. We've been watching birds our whole lives, but started keeping a list 37 years ago. This last quote's so funny. Damn, is that a yellow-rumped warbler? I think we are becoming more obsessed, so we have quite a few different lists. Here's our yard list, which is currently at 84 birds. And this is the list we use. It's birds seen in Colorado for 2024. Dave keeps a Colorado list. I keep an overall list. Then we keep track of our life bird list in the Smithsonian Field Guide, and we use Sibley's for identification, as well as Merlin. Well, not too tech savvy, but it's what we enjoy. Here we go. It's pitch dark at the High Plains Environmental Center. They have a live camera with owls. We were hoping to catch one out hunting. We did see an owl up on a pole and thought for sure we saw our barn owl, but then it turned and we kind of noticed a couple tufts on top of the ears, so it's a great horned owl. That's okay. Okay, we're off to an okay start with a great horned owl at 5 a.m. Next stop, Lower Latham Reservoir at BB Draw. We're hoping to see the short-eared owl again and some northern harriers. All the Canada geese are flying, and there's two short-eared owls arguing with a northern harrier. Oh my gosh. They're up at the same time. There he is. There was a pair of short-eared owls being chased by this northern harrier. A lot of the larger birds of prey are now starting to mate and nest, so it was nice to see that there were two short-eared owls. Their hunting area seems to overlap a little bit because the northern harrier is up at dawn and the short-eared owls are just finishing their hunting. They're year-round in northern Colorado, so it was nice to see a pair. Maybe they'll start their nesting. One of the short-eared owls flew towards us and landed on a pole right behind us. It was so amazing. We got a great look and a few great photos. This was quite an incredible experience. I didn't care if I got any other birds for the whole day. Then a car started to drive towards us and he got a little spooked and flew off. More birds. BB Draw is great. There's so many waterfowl in the spring and fall. And then bird number 6. This is the same spot the peregrine falcon was sitting the other day. The picture is so dark and distant. Here's a picture that Dave took later on in the day. The sun's coming out. We got a couple more birds before we headed to our next spot. Okay, it's still early in the morning. We have 8 bird species, including 2 owls, which is pretty cool. And we're off to the Platte River in the Denver area. And we go there every year. There's just so many ducks. And we usually see the Barrow's goldeneye. We started off with a couple parking lot birds and then walked along the trail, hoping to find a whole bunch of waterfowl species, and we did. Okay, we made it to 88th Avenue, the Platte River. There's already a whole bunch of ducks down in there. Okay, we're starting. We already have 11 birds, so it's only 8:30 in the morning. That's not too shabby, including 2 owls. I think this is one of my favorite ducks, the northern pintail, and there were so many of them on the Platte River today. There's a lot of northern pintails, green-winged teals, shovelers, a lesser scaup. The female common goldeneyes have a little yellow tip on their beak, and the Barrow's females have the full yellow beak. We tried really hard to find the Barrow's goldeneye, but were unsuccessful. In comparison, these are the January 2023 pictures of the Barrow's versus the common goldeneyes, side-by-side comparisons, also at the Platte River. We just saw a coyote, and the birds are already starting to sleep. Up next, a flock of American goldfinches flew over. We didn't get a shot, but this is from 2022, Dave's. There's red-breasted mergansers out there. And then here's the Platte River. We're at 22 birds already for 2024. They're walking down the path. Heard a marsh wren right in there. Well, the Platte River did not disappoint. We have 30 birds all together. We did not get the Barrow's goldeneye. It's still early in the morning. We tried to go to the Rocky Mountain Arsenal National Wildlife Refuge, but it was closed. So we headed to Bar Lake again to see if we could find a couple birds there. Okay, we're kind of struggling. We're at 36 birds so far. I think we had double that last year. Next stop, St. Vrain State Park. We saw the greater white-footed goose there a couple days ago, and yep, it was still there. Along with a canvasback and a white-crowned sparrow in the bushes. birds is not very many, and we thought, well, we're going to make one more stop and then we'll head home because we know there's birds there. Every year we spot these ring-necked pheasants right near Berthoud, Colorado, and sure enough, they were there again. This time they were kind of okay, we only got 3 more birds there and in the area, so we hightailed it home, soaring home. We knew we could get some birds at our bird feeder and on our property. We live at about 6,500 feet, so we knew we could get some mountain birds and add to our 42 birds. We made it home about a half an hour before it gets dark and the birds start to roost. It was a scramble, but we got quite a few. Then the Stellars, Jay had to have his turn. Everybody was stopping by for a little bite to eat. We were kind of disappointed we only got 55 birds today, which doesn't even come close to what we usually get, but we attribute it to the waterways not being frozen. The birds are a lot more spread out. Last year on this same day, we got, I think, 70 birds, and it was because it was frozen everywhere. So they were all congregated together. So these are our 14 birds we got at home, making our January 1st total 55. Not too shabby. Any day birding is a good day. Okay, so this is January 2nd and 3rd. We keep counting. I know. The dark-eyed junco is one species, but we like to count all 5 dark-eyed junco subspecies. The male downy and the hairy woodpeckers both showed up at our little suet feeder. You can see the size difference. Lately, we've had a lot of the evening grosbeaks stop by. Dave has the yard set up with a lot of bird feeders and suet. Just heard and saw a flock of red crossbills, and there's been a Clark's nutcracker in here and a Townsend solitaire. So I'm hoping to get a few more birds. So I'm going to go across this way. Empty. And speaking of empty, I see only one car in that parking lot. I'm hoping to find some more empty parking lots this year. It'd be so nice to keep up this rate of bird species the whole year, but of course these are just the usual suspects. We're at 62, and thank you so much for watching. Until next time, happy trails to you.